This is what I like in my gameplay. Give me some speed. Woo, almost took damage there, boys. What kind of world is this? Almost took damage. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a wonderful Monday to you all. Welcome back to the TDP, where I am continuing my journey of looking at tanks. I've just noticed the sun's come out and wrecked the green screen. Sweet Jesus. We've not even started. I'm going to shift myself over here. And so I don't look like a complete weirdo, I'm going to flip myself that way. Yay! We can be... That doesn't work at all. That's just a nightmare. We're just going to go like this. There we go. I'll look towards the camera and we should be fine and dandy. And I'll be slightly off-center just so I don't have that white glimmer annoying the hell out of you all. We are continuing our search for tanks. Well, not search particularly, but we're looking to find how the tank's playing. You may have not heard, but I'll reiterate it now, that recently Blizzard re-added some more abilities to the global cooldown, including tank defensives. Ooh, freehold again. Sure, at least it'll be a nice comparison to the Warrior, because we're about to do something very different to what we did on the Warrior. We're pulling all the things. We're pulling all the things. And that's because, right now, Demon Hunters are slightly overpowered. I think that's fair to say. But that's not why I'm here now. I don't want to just play overpowered specs and go, lol, look how fucking awesome I am. In fact, I am loving Vengeance right now. One is what you're going to notice. It's just the sheer pace of it. Good God, man. This is what I like in my gameplay. Give me some speed. Give me some thunder to go with it. And the Vengeance Demon Hunter is particularly fun right now with the way it plays. Like, gameplay-wise, it's fucking awesome, man. This reminds me of a Wrath of the Lich King warrior. Bruh, do I want those days back? Yes, I do. And it might be here. I've liked Vengeance very much throughout all of Legion. Mainly down to the mobility, because I loves me some mobility. Let's pull these, pull these back here. I likes me some mobility, I really do. And Vengeance is keeping that mobility, whereas Charge is now on the global cooldown. Ugh. That feels very awkward for doing super fast mobility. One of the things I particularly loved in TBC was when we were doing Muru. You might remember Muru the Overrated if you've... Oh, sweet Jesus. You might remember Muru the Overrated, as I call it, because not a particularly fun fight, honestly. Despite the difficulty of that fight. Fun? Not really. It was actually a little boring. But as a warrior tank, boys, oh my god. My job was to pick up the Void Sentinels, I think they were called, the big Void guys. I think we cleared that. If you compare that to the warrior... Probably a quarter of the time. And I am aware the warrior was missing a defensive, but still, you get the idea. A very different kettle of fish here in terms of what we're playing. Was that my job was actually pretty good. I got to zoom around the room, and if you've done Muru, and he's lived long enough for you to see it, you'll know that sometimes Muru drops a darkness in the middle of the room. And you can't go in there or you die, which is a bit of a bummer. But so as a warrior, I could negate that entirely, which was fantastic. I could negate that entirely. Come back here, boss. I could negate that entirely by intervening our paladin tank who was tanking the ads, charging back into the enemy, all this kind of stuff. And it was one of the most fun times I had until I was switched to tanking one of the sides. I could no longer fulfill that job, and you know, sad times were ahead. But it's something that's definitely been lost over the years with the warrior. Not only that, the combat flow itself, like the way it flows, is just so nice with this. A lot of that is down to Sheer just being like a very spammable ability. Very much reminds me of the old Heroic Strike. You know, that's the kind of playstyle I'm looking at here. Can I jump over here? I can, can't I? Whee! So it's got that playstyle. Now, you might notice my bars look a little empty. Not too bad. There's lots of choices here with various sigils that I really like. Nice blink, Lucratine from Elusive. Like it. Sexy blink, you motherfucker. I don't think I didn't notice your little blinky blue. I saw it. I saw it. All good, man. But not only that, they have currently what is... I've just used it. Soul Barrier. On BFA, it feels crazy overpowered. It feels crazy overpowered because it's one of the only cooldowns that you can plan and use. It's relatively short, 30 seconds, that absorbs damage. That includes magical damage. In BFA, if you watch the last TDP involving the Warriors, you might know that magical damage is kind of a thing that tanks have to worry about. And in the raid testing that we did recently, Soul Barrier, which I can put up now, is a big deal. Let's group these up using our sweet sigil of chains. Hello. Along with the permanent cleave as well. Let's put down a silence. Silence everything. It just... Isn't this just look fun? Doesn't it? Doesn't it just look fun? And it is. It's really fun to play. Like, I feel safe, which is definitely an advantage. I'm not bothered about my healer. My healer might be awesome. I don't know the name Rip. Rip is our healer. I don't know who Rip is, but it doesn't actually matter to me that much. I can survive on my own, which allows me to play my game as I want to play, as if I was playing with my friends, right? I know how to play with those guys, and I need to be aware not to cook the rune here. Don't disrespect the rune, Mike. You've been there too many times, my friend. Don't disrespect the rune. And the talent choices with chains and also having Soul Barrier. Man, there's another mob over here. Yeah, there he is. Allows me to take on some pretty interesting scenarios. I could certainly foresee this stuff getting nerfed. Without question. Do you need to drink? Because we have a boss. I'm in combat. Are you in combat? Yeah, I thought he might need to drink there. But can he drink? In combat, I guess. Arcane Dream. It's the Arcane Dream. I am going to stand to the side of here because Captain Eudora, as you may remember, does quite a lot of damage. And I can then group them back up. Put up Fiery Brand. Watch out for this shit, which appears to be following us. It's following us everywhere. Stop, you swinelet. Very, this whirlwind is horrible. Oh, yeah, go that way. Go that way. I'll stay here. You go that way. I'm fine with it. You do you, and I'll stay here and do me. No, don't bring it back. Boo. Boo to hiss. Oh, uh-oh, we got trash. I got this. Don't worry. We only got some of the trash? Let's get some souls and soul barrier it. Put up our massive shield wall. One thing I would say that does disappoint me is pain, and I hate saying it. Even to this day, I hate saying it. I'm not going over there. Don't go over there. You got to pull all the trash. Yeah, there you go. Should have saw it coming. I was tempted to pull that trash before we pulled the boss. Yeah, I'm not going to wait forever for you, dude. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, what about Spirit Bomb, though, Mike? What about Spirit Bomb? Spirit Bomb does appear to be just for damage. It's fine, but I prefer using my little shattered fragments here for barriers and whatnot in the moment. So it's still good, but it's not like Legion good. From what I can tell, I mean, I'm guessing. I don't really have any numbers to back that up, honestly. We could do some logging or something, which is something I'm thinking of doing so we can get a better idea of what's going on, but as it is right now, I have no issue with how we play now. Like, just playing with Demon Spikes, being very offensive, but still, like, being offensive in the way that I'm actively having to monitor a lot of things, like my shatters and things like that, in order to maintain myself, right? I mean, that's the way most of us play when we're in certainly in normal pugs, or what in Legion we would say like a heroic pug. Is that we basically, as a tank, you kind of play like everybody around you is trying to kill you in some way, like including the healers. Like everyone's out to murder me. So I'm going to play as if I don't trust anybody who's here. And that tends to work out the best. Now, we have seen, while this does its RP, we have seen now that voice chat has been added. I wanted to put it out to you guys, for the sake of this, is do you want me to include that? Because should we see if we can have some fun with that? The only problem is it could very easily turn into racism, homophobia, you know, all the things that all the things that make us regret being gamers. All the things that make us regret being gamers. I have tried a number of other specs now. So I was talking about pain before. So I tried like Fellblade and stuff. It doesn't feel as useful because the pain it generates, you don't really get the benefit of right now. There's a lot of tweaking to be done with this, I'm sure. I, in fact, think nerfs. I think more than likely nerfs. I definitely expect Soul Barrier to be nerfed. This is the talents I'm playing with right now. So the usual stuff, which is Abyssal Strike and Fallout, so I can, and Flame Crash. So I can, Abyssal Strike and Flame Crash, so I can leap around and blow up the area. Good pulls, good solid damage. Fallout, really nice for shattering lesser soul fragments, which then goes into Soul Barrier, so some synergy there. Also Soul Rending and Gluttony. So when I pick up fragments, I might go into Meta for 5 seconds, and I also get a ton of Leech while we're doing that. Someone got it? Yeah, good man. Good man. I'm sure there is a technical strategy for getting our friend there. I don't know what it is.
From the sewers of Freehold comes a Tortolan brigand who makes it his duty to totally hurt you. He is the dynamo of defense. Greetings, sir.
Hello, Ludwig. Do I miss Soul Sever? Nah. Of all the classes I've played that have lost an artifact ability, nah. Really very rarely notice that it's gone in any way. Like, don't miss it. Like, everything... I mean, it's a cool ability and all in Legion, but it's not something I've missed at all while playing Battle for Azeroth. Of all the things, like, if you play a Blood DK, missing Consumption is fucking just the worst. Like, you know, it's a cool ability. You still get your Leech, but, you know, that ability is arguably overpowered as fuck. We could say arguably overpowered as fuck. I don't miss the one for the Warrior either, but that's because that one's just bad than Eltharian's Flame or whatever the fuck it is. So bad. Shark Puncher! Bring on the pain! Go, Shark Puncher. What else? Guardian. I do miss Ursox. Yeah, I do. No getting away from that one, unfortunately. So we're going to build up some shards here, put up our shield, because pretty soon the rest of the group's going to start taking damage. There we go. We got 5 there. Shatter some more so we can self-heal should we need it. I would like the pain system to be worked in some way. Like, I really don't like what does tend to happen. I think that should reach. Nope. I haven't got Quicken Sigils, which kind of sucks. Oh, Shark Attack. Nan it. Nan it, nan it. If you're wondering why the damage seems so high in here as well, I think it's the Arcane Mage. I'm pretty sure Arcane is, like, busted right now. in terms of how much damage it's putting out. Absolutely fucking busted. I didn't get to play it because Frost was too useful in the raid test, but I will have a little look and see what is going on. I don't think the gameplay will be too different. I think it's just doing a shed load of damage, which is fine in and of itself. Like, I'm not going to complain. Would you guys complain? A lot of goofing around in alphas and betas of WoW before class balancing is done is playing the crazy the crazy overtuned specs. One thing that is funny, though, you see a lot of people moaning about class balance, and even to the point of saying, like, Blizzard should stop trying to balance the game. It makes it less fun. Try an alpha or a beta when people find out which specs are utterly busted and see what happens. That's all people play. You will have people trying to join you. Let's, like in Nighthold, right? Nighthold testing. For some reason, Warlocks could do literally trillions of DPS. If you tried to do a Pug raid test... yeah. You can probably imagine. This is one of those cool scenarios for Soul Barrier as well, because there's all this shit going to be going on here. So we've got the stun there. I don't need it here, so I'm going to drop Sigil of Chains. It's not like people are outside the AoE, but... always nice to get everything really grouped. It makes me feel happy inside. Just for the sake of XP. Interrupt that. Oh, I'm taking damage. What? Let's get that metamorphosis going. Whew, almost took damage there, boys. What kind of world is this? Almost took damage. Good God. Good God. Interrupt that, bring it in, drop a Sigil of Silence. When that wears off, we'll drop a Disorientate. Now. Look at this CC, this one-man army. Oh, buddy. I got you, fam. Don't even worry about it. I'll lock this whole fucking place down if you give me the chance. I will. I'll lock this bitch up. Is our Arcane Mage drinking? He is. 3, 2, 1. And he's good. Let's go. I'm going to put a soul barrier up early here when I get some more shards, although I'm consuming them all. Get off me. Get out. There we go. Eating all my soul shards. Just because we know the big floor AoE is coming in a second, which keeps changing. They keep changing how it works, but it is coming. Although our damage is extraordinary. It's on that side. Press consumption. Not today. Not today. Not today. Oh, I've got to point something out here for those, because that is just so much fun. Like, I could be tanking on Vengeance all day at this moment. But I know some people will definitely be watching and asking, it's like, how are you doing the sigils without markers and stuff? It's just a macro. It's, you can see here, it's at cursor macros. You see, I'm having the leap on all my sigils, so it just says /cast brackets at cursor, close brackets, and the space of the spell. It just allows you to cast things wherever your mouse is. Yeah. So you don't have to place them. What a wonderful, wonderful joy this is. So, spoilers, probably going to be my favorite tank at the moment, but whether that will change or not, we're going to look at Druid and we're going to look at Paladin. I definitely want to see how the Light of the Protector global cooldown changes affected the Paladin, so I'll probably look at that today and get that out for you. Let's say Wednesday, all right? Check back in for Wednesday on that, and on Wednesday, we'll do the giveaway. Sorted? Excellent. Thank you so much for tuning in, you wonderful people. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.